into it just because of the experience and because of the play, which was then justified yesterday.
A little difficult at times to think about because Luna, of course, did retire for a while there, so you don't even know what you can expect. Often, maybe not his fault, but often he's the one getting cross-wired with another player on the team and caused a lot of double commits and maybe even some fake-outs of his own teammates yesterday. So we'll see what's going on. He's already been the first man. He's been playing quite aggressive, as was Torsos. It does pay off for the first goal.
Yeah, just a good touch from Fever right here. But what I liked is all three members kind of working together in sync. A little bit of a fake from Torsos, and Fever with the free touch is going to put, kind of waiting for it to pay off. Good save by Prompt there, though, showing they can pull off the squishy too when need be.
Some Torsos maybe get too close to the ball, too in front of the ball, and it was happening yesterday too. And just makes it harder to get a good touch. But this time comes from behind. A nice crossfield play out from Fever as well, 50ing it with Luna, who was backwards.
And already one big difference I'm noticing in this series compared to sort of what we saw yesterday. Because again, they couldn't really find the solo plays, the deep pass plays weren't working. How do they start to fight back?
Well, I think realistically you look at game one and you don't sweat it too much. Part of it, as I said, is that
they're not able to connect, at least just yet. Lunar's still trying to hold down the corner, but again, power defense just able to clear past that midfield.
Already a little over a minute and no goal just yet, but Banana Head's proven me completely wrong. The first goal once again, and right now, Ground Zero have left without any on the board for the three that Power have scored. The majority of the possession, you can see the kind of pressure that they just put on by keep attacking, not committing too much booster out too many of these plays, hopefully stealing a little bit of their own. One big bump and 3v1 is plenty enough to get the second goal here. Fever slowing it down with the first touch, using the roof, and that gives Torsos extra time to go for not just one. It's looking very much in Power's court, and I guess what have you thought of the last minute or so of play?
I mean, it's more of the same. It looks like coming from Power. A good 51 by Fever there as well. Banana Head will steal that goal.
Steal, I mean, it definitely seemed like it needed a bit of securing here. It just may have tipped out from that post.
Quake.
No, it's just okay, you're always shaking the camera constantly.
Yeah. It's more like what's it like living in Brisbane when your desk only has like 3 working legs and any sort of movement just shake things up, right?
Somebody
like, I'm from California, okay?
Me.
If things aren't shaking, I'm not comfortable. Good save on the line from Prompt. And able to stay with it. And Laxon now has to go across the entire field. Somehow gets it away from Banana Head. But with Torsos and Fever sitting back full tanks, you'd expect Power to clear it out. Torsos couldn't do much with it on that initial play. Now here comes Lunar around the corner. Wasn't able to stay behind the ball. A chance for Laxon, doesn't get the dunk.
A little awkward. Torsos has to run across, and there's the first goal. The pinch catching Torsos majorly off guard, and Prompt was circling ready with full tanker boost.
Comes from that awkward little double commit right there from Power. The rotations finally broke down and Ground Zero in position to punish. They get their one goal. Just under a minute remaining. They can make a series out of this yet. Kickoff goes in.
Kickoff goal. Almost having on the last one. This time Luna just skirts it past a very aggressive, I mean all three members of Power off the kickoff are right next to that ball. Some Banana Head get nice and aggressive. They open up some maybe space in the pitch for him, and that's when he can really shine. But he hasn't had that yet. Maybe trying to fit more into the team-oriented or the team style of all-out aggression and all-out challenges. But you never challenge up against 3 players that are that close, because you don't know when you can win the race against any of them They have still stuck in defense, but Prompt respawns, but it's really just Laxon with boost. Prompt is awkward, and the shot goes in. Fever finds it past 3 awkward players.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, just Ground Zero never looks settled on that defensive effort, and Fever's touch when Unkin down the middle. Torsos wants to find Fever. Instead, it'll be Banana Head with the momentum across the middle. A second goal here might be too much for Ground Zero to handle. Those players looking for the demo. Neither finds it, but Banana Head still gets the shot for the goal.
They really didn't expect that because they sort of knew that Banana Head had just been part of the play, just gone for the demo, and almost expected him that he'd either rotate out because of how if they're doing it to hit it or just to fake you out.
I mean, there has been so many fakes, it feels like, from this power side, and as the series gone, you're just seeing it more and more. Banana Head just gets the free touch across the middle, and if we weren't sure before, we're sure now. 3-0. It's going to be a 3-1 series.
Well, Banana Head pre-jumped something else. I think he expected maybe a quick flick up. He'd gone up really early, but still was. Had the OCE broadcast, so we haven't had Aquadome either, but fantastic to be on here and see Ground Zero can bring this back in Game 5 or with power will march on as they have all season long.
I just get excited because I remember all of the most chaotic matches. Then when it doesn't, almost like a jump scare. Case in point, Torsos right there from behind with the challenge. And, well, unfortunately for Prompt, Lunar not quite where they needed to be. Good save from Banana Head as well, keeps the score at 0s.
He pre-jumped alongside another teammate as well. Fever tries to pre-jump that one, and Luna slows it down. And that's enough to beat the final defender.
I love the demo right there. It forced Fever in a position where they had to reverse pre-jump for any sort of chance at that save. It would have been amazing had they found it, but realistically, there was just too many Ground Zero members swarming the ball, so well done from the GZ side. They're going to get their 1-0 lead, and they hold on to it this time around. Last time they got the first goal, they turned into a win. This time, it's a Torsos equalizer.
Finally get back and forth, and we will not have a full sweep throughout the game. For once throughout this series, and it's just Torsos once again. He does have... It's nice and cleared down. Fever looks for the solo play. He's been really opting to try and, instead of outplay, go for the 50 underneath. Torsos underneath as well. Will it be finished off? Yes, Torsos does it all himself.
I mean, that looked like a triple pitch at the end right there, but realistically, this was just Torsos reminding us all again who he is, and what a beautiful shot. 3 power cars diving towards the ball. Give them that lead. Still half a game to go, but we haven't seen Power concede as soon as they get out in front yet.
Far too awkward for the defenders there. Weren't quite sure where the ball was going to go, and they had to react too fast. At the end, they had more time than they expected, but they dove early, and oh my goodness, that's a little bit of fortune. Torsos was jumping off the wall and happens to get the crazy angle here.
Oh, that's calculated.
He jumped afterwards as well.
Calculated.
Reset and outplay people in the air. It's more just being the pressure and sometimes even Power playing too aggressive and being able to turn that around on them.
And it goes back to the point that you kind of asked of me at the start of this one, was if Power plays like a team, you know, can they really be slowed down? And the answer to this one is no. Yes, maybe mechanically they can go toe-to-toe with this Ground Zero side, but they've just been working together so well. Another pass back to Torsos to make it 4-1. It's Power running.